there's a 200-hour yoga teacher training, and during the week, so it starts on Thursdays, and it's Thursday nights from 5:30 to 9:30. Anybody who's interested in that, let me know. It's a really good time. We spend the evenings together for what would be a total of 200 hours. So it's long. It's really good. We miss the major like Thanksgiving, like Christmas, New Year's week. So it's we accommodate those like scheduling things. It's awesome for people who are like, man, I want to do teacher training, but the weekends are tough because it's all weekend. So if you miss a weekend, you miss like 21 hours or something like that. To make up, it's a lot. This way, if you have to miss a day, it's 4 hours. Way more manageable for us to make up the time. And then if you're already a 200-hour yoga teacher trainer, we have the professional development module of the 300-hour. And there's one more spot left in that for the discount rate. So if you're thinking about it, you want to do it, save $300. Do it like soon. I think that's about it. So now everybody come to stand. It's Friday. Standing up. So come to stand with those feet about hips distance apart, wherever that feels for you. Before we jump into your meditation in the space of really focusing in on your body, just a little like play for us first. You're gonna take your right hand out in front of you. So when you're looking at your hand, it's like right in front of your eyes. Oh. Now I want you to turn towards the right. So you turn. You're still like looking at your hands. So your arm isn't leading, but it just stays with you as you rotate. You just notice how far you get. How far can you go back towards the back of the room? So keep going. Rotating. Okay. Notice that perhaps as you're rotating, not just your head, but also your shoulders and also your hips, that your thighs roll. And then even your feet, like the inner arch of your right foot lifts up and the left one drops down. You feel how like you just keep going and you let everything go. How that goes all the way down into your feet. And if it's not going down to your feet, something's not moving. Okay? Then come all the way back to center. Relax that hand down. Let's go to the other side. Left hand up in front of you. Good, and then rotating as far as you can to the left. So I rotate my head, my shoulders, my hips, my thighs, and I can really feel the inner arch of that left foot want to lift up. So I'm still looking at the palm of my hand. Yeah, and then I'm rotating. And just take notice of how far your hand is back. So you're still looking at that hand. Okay. And then back to the center. Excellent. Now, I want you to lift the inner arch of your left foot up. So you kind of like roll that thigh out so your arch lifts up. Take your right hand out in front of you. And then rotate as far as you can to the right, but don't let the left foot drop down. And you see how far you can go. And then let that inner arch drop and see how much further you can go. So your ability to rotate has something to do with the arches of your feet. You feel that? The feet have to respond. So the difference between holding my inner arch up and allowing that to drop down makes a significant difference in my rotational ability. Comes all the way through the body. Anywhere that we stop that, we're putting like more tension in one place. If we really want to find the full expression of our rotation, we need the feet to move. So for people who are like golfers and they're like coming up, there's a rotation where one arch lifts and one arch drops down. And then when they come through, it goes the opposite way. An arch lifts up and an arch lifts down. If you're not golfing, you have all kinds of other things like you're doing, like walking, that comes through. When you're put the weight into your foot, it catches, your arch drops down. And then as you take the next step to lift off of that foot, your arch lifts up for you to push off. We want this like movement and rotations and in flattening out your foot, like pulling the sole of the foot together. That's a normal part of walking, moving, grooving. So as you come to stand with your feet about hip distance apart, lift all 10 toes up, spread them out nice and wide. And relax those toes back down. Feel the energy of the feet connecting into the floor. There is no perfect foot. There is no perfect foot position or placement that we're looking to find. We are asking our feet to be dynamic, to be soft when we need them to be soft, and to be strong when we need them to be strong. We want them to give us a connection to the earth and an ability to press off of it. So maybe for you in your life, the idea of being soft is challenging. How do I soften up? Drop the walls. Be more exposed. Maybe your struggle is to be a little stronger, not to fall apart, to be a stable force for yourself or for someone else. But in the same way that there isn't a perfect foot, there's not a perfect placement between that strong and soft. It's where you are in that moment, that day. So what do you need today? Not for someone else, but for you. Is there someone in your life that you would like to dedicate or offer your time of practice to? Have what they need, and that they might rest well. And then fluttering your eyes open on your inhale, take both arms and reach them up towards the sky, make some circles over this. You can look up at your hands if you like. Reverse those circles, take them in the opposite direction. Good, extend those fingers up towards the sky, stretch, 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 stretch. And release your arms back down to your sides. Good, lower your chin down into your chest, roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And maybe take your left hand behind your back. And reaching that elbow down towards the floor on the left side as your right ear goes to the right. Releasing your hand, chin back to the chest, left ear towards the left shoulder. Then if you want, your right hand can come behind your back. Chin down into the chest, or up towards the sky. Releasing your hand, chin down to the chest, a few gentle circles in the neck, or shaking your head yes. Reversing those circles. If you were shaking yes, now you'll shake no. And coming back to center. Good, so from center, you know the bobblehead? You like, it's on the desk maybe, just like. I want you to see if you can like channel your inner bobblehead and like. So, not my shoulders. I'm gonna try to still this and just like my head around. So they're not big. It could be like a figure eight or like a nodding. It's like, how do you get these muscles from that neck? So just like, ugh. Good. And then come back to center. All of this working, responding dynamically to different movements. When babies learn to hold their head up, don't okay. It's like, whoa, too much. Over to the side, too much. Everything is learning where it belongs. Then we're like, oh, okay, this is where the head goes, and then we forget all of that. But there's nice and like challenging. Not thinking about it. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, take your hands down towards the earth. Good, bring your fingers around your elbows, your chin down into your jaw. Feel the length of the low back. Gently rock your body forward and back. The inner ragdoll, where you're just like loose in that back. And you shake it a little bit. Good, place those hands back down on the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Arch your back. So you're working the back muscles, sticking your butt out. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Find an arch in your back. Even your shoulder blades squeeze together. Squeeze them together. It's almost like cow pose, but you're standing on your legs. So let's get those back muscles engaging more. Here, squeeze other way. There we go. Back of the neck stays long. Low back's engaging, squeezing together, not up to the sky. They're down towards the front. These to come together. Yes. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Create the engagement. Other way, belly drops.
Yes.
Exhale, forward. Now, all the way up to standing, either rolling up slow, shin comes in flat, or flat back. All the way to standing, arms up, overhead, that back bend at the top. And your hands back to the center. Good, inhale, both arms up towards the sky, reach up, find your back bend. Press the hips forward, squeeze your belly. Exhale, forward fold, hands down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Find that arch in your back. Your back muscles are working. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, step back, plank position. Option to lower the knees down. That's a really great thing to do. Push forward off your toes. Lower down slowly. Chaturanga stay. Good, how's your neck? Much better. Yeah. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. So you move around in your downward facing dog as much as you like. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, jump, walk, float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, unfold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Arms up, overhead, out back, kind of the top. Squeeze your butt, thrusters forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Hands back, arms towards you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step, jump, rock, or further back. Have a round and up. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall forward. Exhale back, downward facing dog. These classes on Friday, because we record them, I don't put any music on. Like, gets hard for the people at home to hear. I also just really like no distraction. This is not your time to tap out. It's your time to tap into what your head is saying to you. So what your body is feeling. And there's nothing like that quiet time. You can really hear what's being said. That voice inside of you that's telling you it's time for a change. Or that you're on the right path. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, jump, walk, float, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Arms up overhead, your back down at the top. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Hands all the way to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tall cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Push the ground away. Pull those lower ribs in. Sit bones reach to the sky, but that doesn't come from your low back. I want you to do it from where your thigh and your hamstrings meet. So that's a tough one, right? It's like moving not your shoulders for bobblehead, but your head. So pull your ribs in. That part stays. Then maybe you have to bend your knees a little bit to get your sit bones to reach up to the sky, but not from your low back. From the backs of your legs. And then you can work towards straightening those legs and not losing that position of the hips and keeping those ribs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, jump, walk, float, top of it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Take your arms up overhead, kind of backwards. Reach your butt, reach up, up, up. That happens in time. Good. And back to heart. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep your arms up to the sky, Vinyasa. So sitting down is best. Good. Try to bring those shoulders around the body. So not together in the back, but they move apart and forward towards the front. And as they turn towards the front, those elbows try to turn in and then they tap on the back stays wide. So you can sit down a little deeper. And then exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Ground those palms down, step, jump, walk, or float it back, shower under the nose. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward between the hands, rising up, warrior one. So the hips are turned to the front as much as you can. Bring your hands to your hips. Good. Feel your back thigh roll in, just the thigh roll in. And then bend that front knee a lot. You make the thigh roll out a little bit and feel how that tries to pull your hips towards the front. Not trying to force the direction. Maybe you're not like warrior one all the way square to the front, but you're not warrior two, you're like warrior 1.5. Perfect. Stay connected to that back foot. Pressure into both feet. Both arms reach up. Pull that low belly in. Up and back. Exhale, hands down. Step back, slow lower. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tall cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Then on an inhale, rise up. Warrior one. So back in my day, from the very beginnings, they would talk a lot about pressing into the baby toe side of the back foot. Really trying to roll that thigh out. But I disagree. That thigh rolls out, and the hips turn. That's warrior two. When that thigh rolls in, the inner arch is going to drop down a little bit, but we just don't do it to excess. We don't drop so much that the baby toe side of the foot looks up. That's too far. So when you find that back thigh rolling in and the front thigh rolling out, and bend your front knee more. And if you're like, well, now my hips are turned to the side of the mat, shorten your stance up. It's too loud. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Good. Can you feel as you roll your back thigh in a little more and your front thigh out a little more, but still bend the knee. Don't lose the knee. That you're spreading more towards the front without twisting your back knee. Good. Take both arms up towards the sky and reach up. Can you turn the bottom of your armpit on? That's like downward into your ribs. That piece rolls forward and your elbow comes in. And then watch my neck. So if I turn the upper part of my shoulders on, my arms reach up like this. And this is where teachers are like, please relax your shoulders down. And then it's down here. If I turn this piece on, it comes this way. So I want your bottom part of your arm, this serratus muscle underneath, to turn on, pull your armpits. Yeah. Then I can pull my elbows in and reach back, and I've got tons of space. I can still reach. I can reach those arms up, but still have space because I did it from the bottom, not from the top. Good. Exhale. Take your hands down on the floor. Step back and slow lower. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades together now, down the back. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Good. Reaching those heels towards the floor. Those arms stay super straight. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop step, jump off float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, arch in the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, shoot your arms up to the sky, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms down, step, jump off or foot it back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one, on an inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands down, step back and slow lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one, rising up and inhale. Exhale, take it to the floor, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Bobblehead. Yes. Oh, it's much easier this way, huh? Let it shake it out. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, hop step, jump off float, top of the mat. Inhale, hop lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep your arms up to the sky, Utkatasana. Exhale to standing, arms up overhead and back down. And back to our center. Good. Last time. Sweep your arms up to the sky, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Ardha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one, rising up, on and inhale. Virabhadrasana, one, warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, slow forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior on in, rise up. Back toes face forward. For a minute. Yeah, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back and slow lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Find a little bend in the knees. Good. With that small bend in the knees. Over there, yes. Pull the knees wide a tiny bit. Good. As those knees are pulling wide out to the sides a little bit, start to draw the heels towards the floor a little more. Straight legs, but keep the thigh rolling out. Is this okay? Good. So keep rolling as you press those heels back. The knees away from each other. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, lift off the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep your arms up to the sky, Uttanasana. Exhale, all the way to standing. Little back bend at the top. And your hands back to outside. Well, bring those big toes together. Heels together. Feet together as best you can. Inhale, and then you can sweep your arms up to the side. Good. Bring your hands to heart center. Big inhale. Arch your back. So that's like cow pose. Good. Exhale. Rotate to the right. Yeah, let elbow towards your right knee. So it's okay if your left knee moves a little bit forward. I'm okay with that. Good.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Like, don't move the knee and like, what do you? Good. Can you make fists with your hands and push your fists into each other? And then your right elbow goes up towards the sky. And then turn into your hands a little more. Good. Now pull your belly button back towards your spine and up towards your ribs and turn a little more. Good. Hold. Shift the weight into your right foot and bravely step your left foot all the way back. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. Back heels lifted up. Push the weight from your back foot into your front foot. So come up on your highest high heel foot in the back foot. And then you bend that knee. And you might realize like, oh, I just slid my foot back a little further. So if you need to, slide that foot back a little further. Right? Breathe. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Reach up. Highlight. Back heels lifted up. Maybe you need a wider stance. If you do, move your feet. Good. How high can you get on that back foot? Yeah. Keep trying to lift that leg up a little bit. Straighten that back leg. Arms reach up. Now, warrior 3. You know that you're gonna have to squeeze that butt cheek again. So you step bravely up into that front leg. Hips stay even to the floor. Hands squeeze the heart side. For now. Squeeze your butt and lift that leg up. But not the hip. We're not trying to just turn over. Now, your left hand is or a block, and your right arm reaches up towards the sky. Revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Now pause. If your hand is reaching up towards the sky, but your chest is not, then you've moved from your arm. And I don't want you to move from your arm. So grab that block with your left hand. Yeah, put your left hand over that. Yes, please stay. So good. Turn your chest. Put your hand on your shoulder, actually. Right hand on your right shoulder. Now turn your chest. Turn your chest, turn your chest, turn your chest. Then, from there, your elbow reaches up, right? Yes. And then just extend your fingers out. They don't have to reach the sky. You're just moving from your torso. Beautiful. So come back to center. Left foot steps forward. Top of the mat. Oh, hello. Hello. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Head, hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Heel toe the feet together. Without they touch. Good. Bend your knees. Sweep those arms back up. That's it. Slow. Hands at heart center. Arch your back. Exhale. Pull your belly in and twist to the left. So your knees are squeezing in towards each other. The inner thighs are squeezing. Make the fists. Push the fists into each other and pull your lower belly in so you twist a little deeper. Comes right up the bottom. Maybe you feel a difference in those arches. What that feet want to do. That's okay. Feel how your body can rotate in this direction. Good. Bravely step your foot, right foot, back to the left. Turning your body. I want you up on the highest high heel. I was in New York City last weekend, and I went to like one of these fancy shoe stores. And one of those shoes that I tried on had almost a 90-degree angle, which means that my heel was like right over my toes. The guy was like, "You're not supposed to walk in these, they're just to get your picture taken." That's so crazy, huh? A pair of shoes that you're not supposed to walk in.
How much were they?
They were $1,000.
I think I'm not in the most for that one.
I did not get a picture taken. So beautiful. Wow.
You just go to the store fully dressed.
Yeah,
Take
it was
them
like
there.
bigger. And then you leave. So we want a foot that can do all the things. That can be in the 90-degree high heel. Or it can be barefoot, walking in the sand. Good. Come back to the center, high lunge. Still up in the high heel. If you don't wear high heels, then you can be like, wow, this is what it looks like. You have to hold your toe, your heels, hold your toes.
Do not miss wearing high heels.
Yeah, right? So, from there, you imagine that warrior three. And give yourself a nice big step up into your warrior three. Just like powering into that front leg. Oh. And start here. Drop your right knee down. A little more. You know that thigh rolls in and the leg wants to drop down your thigh. Nice. So my hip drops down. My thigh rolls in. And then that leg goes down. There we go. Beautiful. Back is working, right? Like we did in the half lift. So good. Right hand is coming down towards the floor and left hand to the left shoulder. I really like that left hand to the left shoulder. That was nice. Good. Squeeze your butt without like a tire. I'll lean back to it. So what's really beautiful about this is how hard that left hip has to work right now. You imagine there's no rotation. Yes, right there. Way better. Hands to the shoulder. Squeeze that right leg in and turn from your chest. Little more. Turn your chest, little more. Oh, there we go. Good. Now, nice and slow. Hand comes back to center. Both feet step forward.
Learning how to your butt cheeks.
Inhale, high. From your standing forward. Hands down to the floor. Wag your tail a little side to side. This is a perfect compliment. Yes. Put those hands down on the floor. Press them into the floor or to block something, but your hands press down. Come up on your tippy toe. And then press the heels down. Good. Back up onto your tippy toes. Press them back down. One more time. Hands press to the floor. Up onto your tippy toes. And back down. Good. Keep together. Your toes back. And you sit down as you can. No heels into Vinyasa ground. No heels into Vinyasa ground. Yeah.
Do the ones have to stay together?
They can separate a little, but we're working towards swinging it. Not like here, try. Okay. Hands out in front of you. Up on your tippy toe. Heels squeeze together, butt stays low. Then heels back towards the floor. And then up on your tippy toes. Squeeze those ankles together. And then heels to the floor. Butt stays low. Last time. Up on your tippy toes. Squeeze those ankles together. And then back towards the floor, and down straight. Wag the tail. Inhale, upward. Exhale, and fold. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. You can roll up or come up with that flat back. Arms up overhead, a little back bend. And then your hands back to right side. Shifting the weight into your right leg. Come up onto your left knee. And pull that left knee into the chest. Hips stay even. Good. Extend that leg out as long as you can without leaning back. Squeeze, maybe you point your toes. If you lift that leg up a little higher. Good. And pull the knee into your chest. And lift the knee higher. And then extend it out. Try not to lean back. Point the toes. And back into your chest. One last time. Squeeze it in a little higher. Think like you're like karate and here, extend that leg out. Other side. The weight. So left foot. When he comes up. And then extend and go down. I like to put my toes because it makes the leg seem even longer. Good. Pull that leg. Lift it up. And then straighten it out. Straight so you can breathe. Good. One more time. Pull it. You lift it up as high as you can. Extend it out and hold. Squeeze your abs. Lift the leg. And back to center and whoa. And have fun, right? Excellent. Move around, hips. Okay. Keep together. Sit down as low as you can. Heels. Stay on the floor. Hands out in front of you, up on the tippy toes. Legs squeeze together and brush your hands off the floor. Butt is low. Low, low, low. Yeah, sit. Yeah. Now, shift your weight into your right foot. And see if you can take your left leg out in front of you. Back it out there. And then maybe you lift it up. Just for fun. Bring it back in. Switch your butt cheek over. Just for fun. Extend. Lift. Hold. Sit down now. Like I'm not like collapsed on my heel. I'm squeezing in and lifting up, but my butt is down. Yeah. And the back is down. Good. Straighten both legs. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Place those palms down. Step your right foot back about halfway, pyramid pose. Front thigh, that's your left one, rolls out, back thigh rolls in, so your butt faces the back. You come up on your fingertips. Maybe float your hands off the floor. Good, with a nice strong legs and strong back, rise all the way. Good, hands on your hips. Or maybe you take the hands behind your back. So that could be like grabbing opposite elbows. Or that could be bringing both hands to one hip and then turning your fingers up your back and then like bringing those palms together, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You get a little like reverse namaste. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, forward folding just as far as it feels good. No need to go all the way down. I want you to hold yourself here, strong and soft. Soft where you need it, strong where you need it. Squeeze the shoulder blades together regardless. Good, rising all the way back to the center. Free those arms, move your shoulders. Both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hands come down. Step back to a plank position. Slow lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall pose. Exhale back, downward facing dog. When you're downward facing dog, come forward in plank position. Feet together, your toes touch. Both heels to the right, left arm up towards the sky, Vinyasa, high plank. We did these yesterday, but we'll do them again just because they're so fun. I would like you to let your right hip sag to the floor, almost touch the floor, and then lift it back up towards the sky. 5, down, and up. 4, down, and up. 3, down, and up. 2, down, and up. Good. 5. 4. Lift those hips. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Thank you. Sometimes not being in the ideal position and having to move into it teaches us a lot about how the muscles work. A range of motion. Feet together. Both heels to the left. Right arm up towards the sky. Vinyasa, side plank on the side. All right. So we have the high plank, the side plank. Now your left hip sags almost to the floor. And then back up. 1, 2, 3. Don't let your body become a V. Keep it in a straight line. 4, 5. Hold it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back. You have like your last little plank pose here where you take your rest now. Good, everybody is down, sit back, top. Good. Keep those hands out nice and long. Tuck the toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward. I would like you to walk your feet like 6 inches. Bend your knees a lot. Butt goes up in the air. So you go for a hang time. See how you could like how slowly you can like bring the feet to the floor and jump to the top of the mat. You know how your butt went down? Try to not let your butt go down.
No.
So I know, butt up, big butt up. Yes, butt up. And then feet. Yes, way better. That will teach it. Yes, that will teach it way better than getting the feet all the way up there, but the butt goes to the floor. Yes, like that. All right, top of the mat. Forward folded. Left foot steps back to a pyramid pose.
I'm not crazy then.
So we started with the hands on the floor and the foot stepping back. Different than starting with the feet and then folding over. So then I'm like, okay, you come on your fingertips. You hold this on your fingertips. Even if you're on blocks, you're just like less weight in the hands. That's the idea. Then bringing the hands, maybe to heart center, toward your hips. Heart center is harder. Your hips will make it a little easier because you're connected then. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, engage your back. Sticking that right butt cheek up towards the sky. Good, and then rising all the way to stand with all of that engagement. So there. Good, and we're finding either we're crossing, reaching for the elbows again, or both hands can come to your right hand. Turn those fingers up towards the sky and wiggle those fingers and palms together at your back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Turning the hips, the toes, the knees, everything faces forward. Big inhale. And then exhale, tipping forward just as far as you need to find some stretch and keep your back engaged. This is not the falling over one. I want you to find a place that your back and belly are working here. Hands in that. Good. Squeezing the shoulder blades together from wherever you are. So make it a little harder on that front leg and micro bend that knee. Good. With lots of strength, rising all the way to stand. Free the arms. Give them a circle. Good, bend the front knee, hands come down the floor, step back to a plank position. Push forward off the toes, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or tall cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. So if you have a block, I'd like it somewhere up near the top of the mat for you. On the left side. You have two of them, you can put them both, like one on either side, and you'll be prepared. Good, inhale, forward, plank position. Feet together, big toes touch. Both heels to the right, left hand takes that block, hold it up in the air. Okay. Arm stays in line with your chest. Good. Now, take that block, you're gonna take it underneath your right arm as you turn your chest to face the floor. Chest faces the floor, this is a rotation. And then back up to the side. 5, rotate. And back up, 4, way slower. Rotate, hold. And then back up, 3, rotate slow, back up, 2, rotate, hold that rotation, hold. Squeezing your belly, find that belly button, back towards your spine, pull the muscles, find them, use them, rotate, back up to center, and the block goes to the floor, and lower those knees. Super, super good. So the slow is like making all the muscles work and then hold. So there's value to speed. There's value to doing things slowly. Generally, if you're doing like speed squats, you want to have them light enough. You get up fast. Teaches explosion. When we go slow, pause squats. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it's a different movement, right? They do different things. I want these to be turning everything on and then coming out. So, do the other side. So if you have one block, it's going over to the right side. You have 2, then you have the other one on the other side. You have a core block today, I'm so sorry. Come forward, plank position. Feet together. Both heels to the left. Right arm takes the block. Lift it up to the sky. Okay. Rotate. Right hand under the left shoulder. Turn your body, turn the arms, the abs on. And then back up to the 1. Rotate. Arms under. And then back up. 2. Arm under. Rotate. Back to center. 3. Arm. Rotate. Back to center. 4. That's why we hold this one. Rotate. Pull those abs in. Rotate and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. And then down. Yeah. So nice. And down. Sit back. Okay, so coming up onto the knees, kneeling position. Camel's pose, hands to your low back. You guys know all the options. Hands on your low back, hands to your heels, maybe no hands. You want to work the drop back. We're going to do 3 rounds. So, round 1. If you're ready, choose your option. Keep pressing the hips forward. Whichever you choose. Either holding or you're taking those up and down drop backs. So you'll decide, does the head feel blue when it drops back? Or do you feel better when the chin is in? And then coming back to see this. And then back up to round 2. If being on the knees for these camel poses is like meh, you can lay on your belly and bend your knees and reach back for your feet. Or vocal pose. Another great option. Good. Prepare. And then come into your back bend. Or a series of back bends. Think about squeezing your elbows together. Because if I have a block between my elbows, I'm trying to hold it. Good. Keep turning on the bottom parts of the shoulders. And back to center. And now when you're ready, back up. Number 3. So drop backs, camel pose, or bow pulley pose, some essence of your back end. When you're ready. Keep pressing the hips forward. Squeezing your butt. Squeeze it up, press. And then back to center. Rest. All right, now, hero pose. We're gonna try to put the knees together, the feet to the sides a little bit. So you're kind of like to the sides of your hips, and you're gonna sit down inside your ankles, or you stack a block or 2 blocks and sit up on those. So with those knees towards each other and feet out towards the sides, right? You're sitting down. You can start to walk the hands back. You're getting back pretty far. I don't want your back to arch here as you go back. So you may need to pick your butt up, tuck your tailbone under, and then roll back. So when you end up back, either on your arms or flat on your back, we're trying to pull the ribs and the hips to tuck the tailbone under and to press that low back down towards the floor. You'll know where your edge is. You will go, right? And then you'll be like, oh, that was too much. So you gotta keep those knees down. This is a thighs roll in exercise. Back has to come down. And nice and slow, bring yourself back up. So with this, like all the other kind of things, like we're never looking for a stretch like in the knee. If it's in the knee, it should be in the hip. You want to get it out of the knee. So that's like a good spot to be like, oh man, I really feel that like in my knee. Now, in the knee, close to the knee, sure. Any of like the beefy stuff, amazing. In my knee, not so great. Okay? Come to seat to the side of those heels, extend your legs out nice and long. Give them a little shake, a little bob in the knees. Bob in the knees, that's your bob in the head. Good, hands out in front of you, rolling it down nice and slow. Flat, to your back. Draw those knees into your chest, give yourself a nice, wide, happy baby stretch. Bring those knees into your chest, cross the right knee over your left knee, both knees to the left side. If that's too much, Uncross the knees. Back to center. Unwind and rewind. Coming back to center. Squeeze everything in. And release. All right, guys, setting up that final Shavasana. Pick up your shoulders, set them back down. Pick up your hips. Even the thighs, set them back down. And in this place of practicing letting go, and everything is okay. Maybe it's letting go of a physical item. I lost my favorite earrings. And it was okay. Maybe it's a job or an identity. Let it go. You're okay. Maybe it's someone we really care about. We have to let go. We're okay. All this practice confirming for us that we let go and we're okay. So that when it's your turn for the big let go, you know you will be okay. In this moment, you let go of the worry and the to-dos. And everything is okay. Beginning to breathe life now back into those fingers and toes. Moving in your wrists and ankles. Give yourself a nice big long stretch. Arms overhead, stretch yourself out, fingers to toes. Stretch yourself out, fingers to heel, stretching the back side of the body, stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, releasing, rolling over onto your right side. And then from the right side, pressing yourself all the way up to the seated position. Take your time. Bringing your hands to heart center. We'll close our practice together with the sound of Om in unison. Exhaling. Inhaling. With joy and gratitude, I thank you all so very much for coming today and sharing your practice with me. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody at home.